Welcome, Yogi, to another short yoga session specifically focused on relieving middle back tension. So this area across the middle back that can get really tight and tense and painful, we'll address this through a mixture of movement to stretch and move, but also through strengthening of the upper back to help prevent us from rounding and applying more tension and pressure to that area. So for today's session, we will need a blanket. If you don't have a blanket, a towel will do also. We're going to begin in a child's pose. You can cushion your knees with your blanket if you like. And in child's pose, if you place your knees together rather than apart, it can actually give the spine and the back a little bit more of a stretch, though it is more difficult to breathe. So you just pick the version that's most appropriate for you today. Take this chance to breathe deeply, all the way down towards the low back, into the middle back, and into the shoulders, and slowly out. Breathe through your nose if you can. Continue 2 or 3 more of those breaths. And please rise up to tabletop. Again, feel free to cushion the knees at this point if you wish. We'll take a few rounds of cats and cows to loosen up the spine some. So as you breathe in, belly down, tilt up the pelvis, or tilt up the tailbone, should I say, and look forwards. As you breathe out, round, drop your chin towards your chest, scoop the tailbone down, and really stretch through that middle back area. Inhale, arch, tailbone lifts, head lifts, and the belly drops. Exhale and round. And just enjoy a couple more of these, perhaps 3 more, just with a slow and steady breath. Well done, Yogi. Come back to neutral and stretch this out to lie down on your front. So I'm going to come into a sphinx pose. And in today's sphinx pose, let's put the arms deliberately further forwards than usual. So often the cue in sphinx pose is to pop the elbows directly underneath the shoulders. But that can quite often bring the stretch a little bit further down the spine, and we're looking to target higher up. So move your elbows further forwards than normal. Let all the way up to the ribs sink down to the floor and lift from the ribs upwards towards the shoulders. And just see whether you can target that middle and upper back into more of a back bend than usual. Just take some deep breaths here. Check where you're looking. If you're looking quite far forwards, you might feel like there's a bit of a crick in the back of your neck. Try looking between the forearms and see how that feels. So a slight tuck of your chin. Just another deep breath here. And let's counter this with a child's pose. Walk the hands back and set your hips back towards your feet. And again, you can send the breath into the back of your body in your child's pose. Just another breath or 2 here. Sit your way up. Find your blanket, or if it's a towel, find your towel. We're going to roll it up bit by bit and then place it across your mat. And it's going to go where your ribs start to open up. It's going to go under that, so below your chest to where the ribs are opening up underneath you as you lie down. And if you were to pretend like we're going to do that sphinx pose, it feels like a little bit more of a supported sphinx, that you wouldn't have to use your arms as much. But the target here that we're going to move into is strengthening specifically the middle and upper back to help with our postural alignment. So you're going to lower your torso down a bit, put your fingertips to the side of your head with your elbows wide. And on your inhale, pick up the chest, really lift up through that middle upper back, slight tuck of your chin. Exhale, soften down a bit. Inhale, lift. Exhale, soften. 3 more times. Inhale, lift. Squeeze the shoulders together, lift the elbows up and down. And lift. And down. One more time, lift. This time, hold. So slight tuck of your chin, elbows pull back. 5. Breathe. 4. 3. 2. And 1. And let the hands come down. Roll your blanket out from under you and just take a moment for that. If you roll your blanket even further, we're going to need it again in a second, so don't unravel it. You can place your hands next to you, a few inches away from your chest. We'll lift the right foot up and move your left hand forwards. And just come as if you're going to go into a shoulder stretch. Just let that left foot tip over to the right and back to the center. Switch your hands, left hand back, right hand slightly forwards. Pick up the left foot and spin it over towards the right. And just do a couple of V's side to side. Right hand back, left forwards. Right foot spins over. And then the other. So just trying to wiggle loose a little bit through the spine. You don't have to move your hand forwards. You can keep it where it is. It just makes life a little bit more challenging. So as you warm up, maybe this last one, keep both hands where they are. And rotate it open. And the other side. Okay. And we're going to come back into that strengthener. So roll your blanket back towards you and back underneath your ribs. If you need to come back up and replace it and back down again, that's fine. Let's go again, yogis. Hands by the side of your head. Pick up. Inhale. Soften. Lift. Lengthen the back of your neck, so slight tuck of your chin. Relax. And lift up. And soften. 2 more. Lift in. Softening. Last one is the hold. Pick it up, elbows up, shoulders back for 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Well done. Hands down. Roll your blanket out from under you. What a relief to get down to the floor. We'll roll a blanket all the way out of the way. Let's come into a twist from here, which is a bit of a funky place to go into a twist from, but it can be very effective. So we'll reach the right hand across your torso. As if you're going to go into Sphinx, you give yourself a lift. Right hand comes across your torso and kick your left knee out to the side of you. Reach your right hand as far to the left as you can. And lift your left hand up, all the way open towards the room behind you there. The left knee can pick up off the floor. And give your shoulders a shuffle. And breathe here. Whole spine twist. And come out to your front. So undo your right arm and stretch your left arm off to the right side. Kick your right knee off the right side. Reach your left hand a bit further. And your right hand comes up and open. Shimmy, shuffle, lift the right knee off the mat if you need to. And breathe. And to come out of this side, just roll onto your back and find your mat again. And if you like, we'll spend a few moments either Shavasana or constructive rest. Let the knees fall in together with your knees bent. The hands can rest on your belly. Make yourself comfortable. Relax as much as you can, especially through your shoulders and that middle back area. 3 more deep breaths. Now we're going to come up carefully, bit by bit, to a seat so you can roll to your side. Or come up if you have time for a longer Shavasana. I recommend taking as long as you can. Let your hands rest together once you're upright. Thank yourself for coming to your mat. Breathe in and out. Thank you for joining me. Namaste. If you enjoyed practicing with me, please remember to like this video and subscribe.